And welcome back to Right Rear Racing, as tonight we bring you the season opener of the Fall Frenzy for the Dirt Series promotions. It's been a long time waiting for me to get back in the booth here on Thursday night. Looks like we're going to have a good size field here tonight as we have 28 drivers making the call for the UMPs. And these drivers are currently on a on their practice session here. And right here is Jordan Kumblitz in that 27 machine. Sorry, I was trying to figure out, make sure I had everything set up. If you're having issues with the car audio, please let me know. I'll try to get that fixed, as I cannot hear them. Looks like Zachary in that 17 machine is going to hit your quick time so far for your practice here, as we have 2 more minutes left of practice. Colton Snyder in that 24 car. We have Scott Colm in the 32. Peyton Burton in the 14 machine, as he's working the outside there down the back straightaway into 3 on his practice session. We have Brandon Jones in the 015. We also have Brad Allman in his 9 machine, his 9A. The 88 of Johnny Tucker. And Lane Riley in the 68. We have Zachary in the 47 here. So far, 22 drivers have made a practice lap. And Tyson Banks is going to be your quick time in his 747 as for the practice session here, as he has hit a 15.63, and so has Brandon Barnhart in his 56 machine. And then the purple and white machine here in that number 17 is going to be Zachary Metzner. With 20 seconds left of our practice session, we're going to go straight into our qualifying tonight. Again, for the format for tonight, with the 27 drivers that we have, it's going to be a 6-minute hot lap practice, or 8 minutes hot lap practice that we're doing here. We're going to follow that up with a 2-lap qualifying for each car. We're just going to jump randomly once we see the drivers out there on the field. Then we're going to have 3 heat races, with the top 4 being inverted for 8 laps, and the top 5 are going to transfer to your main event. Then we're going to have a B main with 8 laps, when the top 5 transfer to that, or out of that race. And after the B main, we're going to have a 3-minute warm-up session to work the track in, and then we're going to go into our A main event. Again, it's going to be 50 laps with your 20 car starting field. And we're going to go out there with Jameson Coolbridge as he's coming down the back straightaway. And he's getting the green flag as he's going to run the outside there in 1 and 2, trying to get that top side going. He's working his way down the back straightaway and entering turn number 3. He's going to enter mid. And as he comes off for his first lap, is going to be a 16 flat with Colin in that 09 machine. He's going to hit a 15.95. Brandon Barnhart just reached the top of the leaderboard with a 15.92. And Colin on his second lap is going to hit a 16.05. Brandon Barnhart in the 56 machine, or the 101 on his car. His second lap was a 16.08. Brad Allman, he's going to be sitting second quickest so far with a 15.94. Mike Muniz, he's made the call in that 30 machine. His qualifying is going to be, it's putting him in 12th with a 16.12. Chase Copeland in the 110 has hit a 15.93 on his first lap coming off turn 4 down the straightaway. His second lap is going to be a 16.01. And yes, Bobby, UMP is at Eldora with 27 drivers, it looks like, to making the call. 27, 28. And we have Peyton here. Peyton Burton in that 14 machine hitting his first lap. His first lap, he's going to top the leaderboard with a 15.90 as he's working his way down the back straightaway once again into turn 3. He's on the outside lane there. And as he's come off for his second time, is going to be a 15.90 as well. Zachary Metzner on his first lap got a 15.98. Now he's working the bottom side, coming off turn 4 for his second lap. His second lap is going to give him a 15.98 as well. Tyson Banks, he's sitting in 16th with a 16.04. And we have Joey in the 05 machine yet to qualify, as it does not look like he's going to make the chance to qualify. And so qualifying will be completed here with Burton, Barnhart, Copeland, and Allman and Colin all finishing in your top 5 there in qualifying tonight. And with the qualifying being done, we're going to go straight into heat race number 1. And starting on the pole is going to be Zachary Metzner in that 17 machine. On his outside is going to be Jordan Komblitz in the 27. Inside row number 2 has Brad Allman in the 9 machine with Peyton Burton in the 14 on his outside. Brody in the 57 is going to be inside row number 3. On his outside is going to be Tyson Banks in the 747. Brandon Rich in the 357 is going to be inside row number 4 with Jordan Moore in the 522 on the outside in row 4 with Kevin Coburn in the 99 machine, going to round out the field for heat race number 1. As the pace truck makes its way around the back of the field. And they're receiving the rolled up green flag. We're going to go racing next time around as the field is stacked up. Race control likes how they look. We're going to go racing coming off turn number 4 to start your Fall Frenzy UMP season here with Dirt Series Promotions. And yes, Bobby, it should be interesting to come your main event tonight with the 50-lap main event as well. Metzner in the field is going to be rolling through turn 3. The pace car should be pulled off. And as they're coming off turn 4, they're getting the green flag. We're underway here for your Fall Frenzy heat race number 1 here at Eldora for the opener here, with Metzner going to slide up there in front of the 27 of Koblenz. They're going to get into each other. And again, your top 5 will be going on to your main event. Zachary Metzner is going to hold off on the front of the field. We're going to be 3 wide as they come down the front straightaway, entering turn number 3, the 14, the 9, and the 17 are all right there running with each other. The 17 is going to be on the outside. The 14 is looking down low as they come in turn number 3. The 9 machine is going to be right there below him as they are still 3 wide coming off turn 4 down the straightaway. And at the line, it's the 14 of Peyton Burton. Peyton's going to slide up in front of Metzner. Metzner's going to come back down and give him a crossover as they come down the back straightaway. Here comes a 4-car battle for the lead coming off turn 4. The 14 machine hit the outside wall. Brad Allman's going to take that lead right there at the line. The 17 machine of Zachary Metzner is going to still run the outside lane. Brad Allman's been liking that bottom this whole race. And as Zachary Metzner leads the field coming off turn number 4, they're getting the cross flags as we're halfway through with heat race number 1 here. Tyson Banks is making the move on the outside in 1 and 2. He's trying to get around Brad Allman for position number 2. And the car that's on the cutting block there for making the transfer is going to be the 57 of Brody Hewlett. As they're still side by side for position number 2, that's going to be the 747 of Tyson Banks on the outside and the 9 of Brad Allman down low as they come through turn number 3. And thank you for sharing the stream, and good luck to you tonight, man. As they work their way around 3 and 4, they're getting the white flag waved to them as Tyson Banks looking down low for us on the last lap here. Heat race number 1. We're going to be side by side coming down the back straightaway as the 17 of Zachary Metzner is going to get a little bit of a run going in turn 3. He's going to try to hold off the 747 of Tyson Banks, and it looks like the 17 of Zachary Metzner is going to take the win here, followed by Tyson Banks in the 747, Brad Allman in the 9A. Jordan Komplitz in that 27 machine finishes 4th, and Braden Rich rounds out your top 5. And the rest of your results for heat race number 1 had Peyton Burton in that 14 machine, Brody Hewlett in the 57, Kevin Coburn in the 99, and Jordan Moore rounds out the field in that 522. Those 4 drivers will be going to your B main event tonight. As we go back to your second heat race here, your grid for second race. Heat race is going to be Brandon Jones in that 015 on the pole. On his outside is going to see the 24 of Colton Snyder. Inside row number 2 has Colin in the 09 with Brandon Barnhart in the 56 on his outside. Josh Smith in the 83 is going to start inside row number 3 with Cody Martin in the 118 on his outside. Mike Manise in that 30 machine, he's going to be starting inside row number 4 with Dalton in the 15 machine on his outside, and Taylor in the 54 machine, or Tyler in the 54 machine there, rounding out the field. And they received the rolled up green flag. We're going to go racing next time around as Brandon Jones in that 015 machine and the 24 are going to be right there in front and getting us back underway here for your heat race number 2. And thank you everyone for all the likes and sharing as the field leads and goes into turn number 3 here. The pace car is going to pull off. We're going to get underway here. And the green flags drop. And we're underway. The 15 car did not go. The inside road did not go there. The 24 of Colton Snyder, he's underway here, getting the outside going. Brandon Barnhart's went down low. And we have a caution flag coming out. And you'll take another look at it from the back angle here. And the outside went, the inside road did not go, and that's what caused the caution there. And we're going to try it once again. They're receiving the rolled up green flag. And they're going to wave off that green flag there. as everyone and the driver that made his way down into the pits is going to be the number 30 of Mike Manise. He's going to hit the tail end of the field here in that 30 machine. They're receiving the rolled up green flag this time around. We're going to go back underway next time. As a 15 and the 24 lead the field down the back straightaway into turn number 3. They're waiting for that green flag to drop. Once that green flag drops, they can hit that loud pedal and get back underway here. And the green flag's waving. They're both off as they come off turn 4. The 24 is going to get the outside rolling here and staying up top in 1 and 2. And Brandon Barnhart's going to be right there behind them. They're going to be 3 wide for position number 3 momentarily between the 18, 118, the 09, and the 15. As they come off turn number 4 there, we're going to have contact. The 15 machine is pushed up there in front of the field. That's going to be Brandon Jones. Going to slow down Brandon Barnhart there. And the 56 machine, the 24 of Colton Snyder, is going to take the lead. And followed by the 118 of Cody Martin in second, the 09 of Colin. And we're going to have a battle here between Dalton and Brandon Jones as they come down the back straightaway. That's going to be a battle between the 15s. We also have the 83, the 54, and 30 rounding out the field. Again, the top 5 will be going straight to the A main. The rest of the field will be going to the B main. As we're right here watching Dalton in that 15 machine there coming off turn number 4. As he's on the cut and block. The 83 of Josh Smith made the pass on the outside. Now he's on the cut and block. There's going to be contact right there on the back straightaway between the 54 as everyone bobbled up there. Brandon Barnhart's going to throw a slide job on Josh Smith here, and we're going to be working our way down the front straightaway. We have 2 laps remaining here in your heat race number 2 as Colton Snyder's in the lead. And on your screen now is going to be your battle for your last transfer spot between Brandon Barnhart and his 101 and Josh Smith in the 83 as they come off turn 4 getting the white flag. Josh is going to look down low. Brandon's up high as they work around 1 and 2. Brandon's going to get a good run here on the back straightaway. As they go into turn number 3, the 83 machine of Josh Smith's going to stay down low. Barnhart's going up high. Barnhart got a good run there and be finished 5th there and take your last and final transfer spot. Colton Snyder's going to take that win in that 24 machine. And my iRacing just froze up on me and crashed. We will get that back underway to go over the your finishing results there. It's going to be Colton Snyder, Cody Martin, Colin, Brandon Jones, and Brandon Barnhart all making the field tonight. We're going to be right back with getting the races going. We might miss a little bit of the heat race number 3 here. As I don't know what happened to my iRacing taking a crash there. It has not happened in a while. We're just giving it a little bit of time to let me hit the join button and get back underway for your and I'm going to go ahead and mute myself as we're about to load in here now. And we're loading in. We are back underway here with your action. Pulling up now. And as soon as we jump back in, there's going to be a wreck right there on your lap number 1, it looks like. Jameson Coolbridge in the 199 is going to be in the lead, followed by the 68 of Laney Riley. Laney's going to work that bottom side. The 110 of Chase Copeland is going to work the outside here in 3 and 4. We also have Zachary in the 47 machine running 4th. Johnny Tucker in the 88 rounds out your top 5. Scott Colm in the 32. He's going to be on the outside going into turn number 4 or 3 there. And Joey in the 5 machine working that bottom side. As we are now halfway through with heat race number 3. The 68 of Riley is going to be in the lead. The 47 of Zachary is right there on the bottom. He's trying to get that going as the yellow flag will be coming out. And you see the contact there. And that's what brings out your caution flag here in the heat race. And it should be a green-white checker final or finish here, as the 68 of Riley will take the lead here, followed by Chase Copeland. And I'm sorry, Chase is getting it EOL. And Colm is sitting 4th right now with, well, everything fixed to make sure I say the right thing. So we have the 68 of Riley in the lead. Zachary in the 47 machine is going to be sitting 2nd. Johnny Tucker in the 88 machine is going to be in 3rd. Scott Colm in the 32 is going to be sitting 4th. Chase Copeland in the 110 is going to round out your top 5. Again, the top 5 will be moving on straight to the main event. The rest of the field will have to go run the B main. We're back underway here as the 68's hitting the loud pedal on the front straightaway. The 68's going to work that middle of the track. Here comes the 47 trying to run the bottom in 1 and 2, and he's running mid 3 and 4. Johnny Tucker in the 88 machine is trying to hold off the 32 of Scott Colm. Combs right there with him, and we are now 2 laps to go. Sorry about that. I thought it was going to be a green-white checker finish. And they're getting the white flag. We have 1 lap remaining here in heat race number 3. Chase Copeland, he's going to try to get that outside going and maintain his 5th position, make sure that he makes it into the A main. As they work their way around 3 and 4, the 68 of Riley is going to take the win as he's coming off turn number 4. 47 of Zachary is going to finish 2nd. The 32 of Colm is going to finish in 3rd. Chase Copeland in 4th, and Johnny Tucker rounds out your field in that 88 machine. The rest of the drivers will have to make the speed main that's lining up now. And those drivers are going to be Coolbridge, Joey, Brayton, and Robert, all finishing out that field there. And there is actually no B main tonight, as something might have happened on setting the server up or something. I don't know. Just heard it from race control that, like for everyone makes the show, and we are on our warm-up session now. So we're going to have our 27 drivers here tonight, all making the field. As they are currently working on their, we're going to have a 3-minute warm-up session here. Not the full 8 minutes that is allotted here. And while they're doing the warm-up session, I'm going to go and grab me a water to get ready for the 50 laps here tonight. And I'll be right back. And again, everyone will be making the field for tonight's opener for the Fall Frenzy here with Dirt Series Promotions. And thank you for joining in here on Right Rear Racing. And if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and hit that like and follow button or subscribe. Just waiting to get the okay from race control to say the track is fine for our 50 laps tonight. Looks like they're waving the checkered flag as we are going to give you your starting lineup for your main event tonight. Again, it's going to be 27 drivers making the call, as long as all the drivers do end up gridding up here. And on your pole is going to be the 17 of Zachary Metzner. Colton Snyder in the 24 is going to be on his outside. Row 2 has Lane Riley in the 68. Tyson Banks in the 747. Row 3 has Cody Martin in the 118 and Zachary in the 47 on the outside. Brad Allman, he's going to start inside row number 4 in that 9 machine. Colin in his 09 is going to be on the outside. Scott Colm is going to start inside row number 5 in that 32 machine with Jordan Complentz in the 27 on his outside. Row 6 has Brandon Jones in the 015, and on the outside has Chase Copeland in the 110. Row 7 has Braden Rich in the 357 and Brandon Barnhart in the 56 machine. In row 8, Johnny Tucker in the 88 is going to start inside with Peyton Burton of the 14 on his outside. Josh Smith in the 83 is going to start inside row number 9 with Jamison Colbridge in the 199 on the outside. Row 10 has Brody Ulick in the 57 with Dalton Polo in the 15 on the outside. Joey Neese in the 05 is going to be inside row number 11 with Kevin Coburn in the 99 on his outside. Row 12 has Mike Manise in the 30 machine with Barton Kajewski in the 28 on the outside. Row 13 has Jordan Moore in the 522 with Tyler Autry in the 54. And rounding out the field will be Robert Eversole in the 11 machine. Again, all drivers have made the field tonight, and they should be receiving the rolled up green flag this time around. As they go into turn number 3, the field's stacked and ready to racked and ready to go here. As the pace truck does dive in, we're waiting for that green flag to drop here for your 50-lap main event. The green flags drop. The 17 and the 24 is going to hit that loud pedal and get us underway here for your Fall Frenzy week number 1 here at Eldora. As the 17 machine is going to slide up in 1 and 2. That's going to be the 68 of Riley following right there with the 17, the 18. 118 of Cody Martin's going to be right there, as well as we're going to be side by side coming off for momentarily. Lap number 1 is in the books. Again, we are running 50 laps tonight with a 68 machine of Riley running the bottom side. We're going to be having a battle here. That's as the yellow flag does come out, and that's not going to be and the 357 and the 83. That's going to be Braden Rich and Josh Smith getting into each other and causing the first caution of the night. And we'll have a Delaware double file restart here. So Zachary will be in front of the field, and the second place driver will pick the top or bottom of the track, and everyone else will follow suit. And we're going to hear from your top 3 drivers as well at the end of the race. And Riley is going to pick the bottom side, so all of your even number positions right now are going to go to the bottom. All your odds are going to go on the outside. And we're receiving the road up green flag. We're going to go back underway next time around. And a reminder, folks, next week we will be going to Volusia for week number 2 of this fall frenzy with the UMPs. As the field makes their way down the back straightaway, Zachary Metzner is going to be leading the field, as they're going to be right there on his tail as he's going to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway here for the fall frenzy week number 1 at Eldora here. Metzner's going to go to the outside. Riley's still standing there on the bottom. We have the 747 of Tyson Banks. He's going to move up into that 3rd position as he's running the bottom side as well. Metzner still, he has came down on to the bottom of the track there in 3 and 4. Cody Martin in that 118 is going to be running 4th. Colton Snyder in the 24. He's going to be the first car on the outside, as everyone's still running about mid to bottom. The 9A of Brad Allman is going to be right there behind him in the 7th position, as we're going to be side by side. That's going to be Jones and Colton right here on your screen, with Brad Allman right behind Colton trying to get the outside going. This is 09 of Colin. He's going to be right there in 8th, trying to get that bottom side as well. The 32 of Scott Combe is going to be in 9th, and Chase Copeland, the 110, is going to round out your top 10. As we go back up there to 2nd, as Tyson Banks and Riley are battling for position here. And that's going to be for position number 2, as we're still early in this race. And now the 118 of Cody Martin is going to move into the 4th position. The 015 of Brandon Jones is going to try to get that 5th position. We're battling right here on your screen. This is going to be the 118, the 24, the 9A, and the 15 as they come off turn number 4. And down the front straightaway, the 118 of Cody Martin's holding off your 4th position there. The 24 of Colton Snyder's trying to get the outside going. He has it there off of 2 down the back straightaway as they go in turn number 3. We're going to be 3 wide momentarily, as that's going to be the 118, the 15, and the 9A. There, that's going to be for position number 5. Now here comes the slide jaw from Brad Allman. He's trying to get up there in front of Colton Snyder for position number 4. Tyson Banks is looking down low here in 3 and 4. He's going to try to make the pass there for 2nd as they're side by side down the front straightaway. We're 10 laps down into this event with 40 remaining. Looks like Tyson lost a little bit of momentum there as he's trying to get that bottom side going in 3 and 4. We're going to go back a little bit as the 015 of Brandon Jones, he's going to diamond off the turn there as he's coming off turn 2 down the back straightaway. The 118 of Cody Martin's getting a good head of steam there on the top side off turn 2 down the back straightaway. As now the 101 of Barnhart's trying to enter the picture there and run the bottom side. We're going to have some contact between Riley and Banks as they enter turn number 3. And we do have a yellow flag. As I try to find it here for you as we go take a look at it. And apparently it's not one to load up. I believe it was Robert Eversole and Kevin Coburn. As Robert Eversole has jumped into the pits. And to give you a quick rundown after we do the line, it should be the 17 of Zachary in the front, the 68 of and you see what I'm seeing on my board is trying to call as that the lineups all jumbling around over there. and Riley's going to pick the outside this time around, and Banks is going to have to go down to the bottom. So it's going to be the 17 of Zachary, the 68 of Lane Riley, the 747 of Tyson Banks. That's Colt Snyder on the 24 machine is going to be fourth, and fifth is going to be the 9A of Brad Allman. Again, my ticker is all over the place. They received the rolled up green flag. We're going to go racing back underway next time around. As the field enters turn number 3. And we're back underway with the 17 hitting the loud pedal, getting us here in the 747 of Tyson Banks. Get a good start on the bottom side. The 68 is going to hit the outside wall as they go in turn number 1. He's going to hold off the 747 of Tyson Banks as Riley maintains his second position. Brad Allman has moved up into the 4th position there as he's going to be right there behind Tyson Banks. As they work their way off turn number 4, we're going to be 3 wide there momentarily as the 118, the 24, and I believe it was the 110 all right there side by side, and now we're gonna have contact, and I believe that's Tyson Banks that's in the outside wall and slowing up in front of the field. See if we get a caution here. We stay green. That's going to change up your top 3 now. Zachary Metzner is going to be in the lead. Riley's going to be in second, and Brad Allman will be in third. We do have a caution. Let's see if we can. As my ticker's all over the place right now. I'm trying to find everything. As we go take a look at that pass there on Tyson Banks. Banks is on the outside. Brad Allman is going to come down. And Banks just got into the wall there. I don't know if that's why the caution came out or not. I'll try to give you a quick rundown before everything goes wild on my ticker. Zachary Metzner in the 17 is going to be in the lead. Riley's in second. Allman in third. Colton Snyder is going to be fourth. Cody Martin's going to be fifth. Brandon Jones, sixth. Colin in 7th. Brandon Barnhart's going to be 8th. Brayton is going to be 9th. Peyton 10th. And right there is where everything starts going haywire after that. Well, we've got time here. Again, next week, we're going to Volusia for week number 2 of the series. And you can catch that action right here on Right Rear Racing. And following that, on the 30th of October, we'll go to Fairbury for race number 3. And that's going to be a 100-lap race there at Fairbury. November 6th will be race number 4 at Lernerville for 50 laps. The 13th of November will be the Big Dog 100 at Kokomo for 100 laps. And to finish out the series, we're going to go to Charlotte for race number 6. on November 20th. And that November 20th race will not be broadcasted here on Right Rear Racing, as I do have a rehearsal dinner that night. We're racked and stacked. We're ready to go back under action once again. The 17 is going to lead the field through turn 3, and he's going to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway here once again. As Brad Allman's trying to get that bomb side going, he's looking to throw a slide job here on Riley as they go through 1 and 2. Allman's going to run right below Riley here as we go down the back straightaway into turn number 3. They're going to be side by side. This is going to be for a battle for second between the 9A and the 68 as they work their way off turn number 4 down the front straightaway. They're still side by side at the line. I believe it was given to Riley, but they're going to be side by side. We're going to have a caution most likely, as there was a wreck back there in the back. See them running 3 wide there. As the 15 machine looked like it might have been a little bit of netcode, then they made contact after that. We're going to back it up just a little bit. Oh. Take another look at it here. Got sideways. That's going to be the 28 and the 15. We're going to have a single file restart from here on out, as we've already had our 3 Delaware double file restarts. And it's going to be the 17, the 68, the 9, the 015, the 118, the 09, the 56 or the 101, the 24, the 15, the 14, the 27. As Messner leads the field into turn number 3, we're looking to get back underway here once again. And Messner's going to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway here as he's working his way off turn 4. He got a good jump there on Riley. As the 9A of Brad Allman's going to go to the outside and hit the outside wall through 1 and 2. We're working our way down the back straightaway. Allman got a good run there. He's going to look down low as he goes into turn number 3. We're going to be side by side for position number 2 here, coming off turn 4. As the 68 just had a little bit of momentum there coming off turn number 4. The 68 is going to go to the outside, hit the outside wall there. And it looks like Barnhart might have made contact up there as well. As we're nearing the halfway point of this race, the 015 of Brandon Jones, he's going to be sitting in 4th. And Barnhart is trying to make that pass to get in that top 5. And that's going to be between the 118 of Cody Martin and the 20... Sorry, the 09 of Colin and the 118 of Cody Martin, trying to hold him off there as we're working our way through. Through 1 and 2 there, down the back straightaway. Got all confused there, looking through all the screens. As of 17, as Zachary's going to be leaving the field, hitting the outside wall just a little bit. Everyone's working their way to the top side of the track now as we come closer to the halfway point. The 015 of Brandon Jones, he's going to try to hold off the 09 of Colin as they work their way through 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. The 09 of Colin's hitting the outside wall. Here comes Brandon Jones off of 2 down the back straightaway into turn number 3. He's going to look down low here in 3 and 4 as Zachary in the field comes off turn 4. They're receiving the cross flags. That's we're halfway through with this race here tonight. Zachary's going to hit the outside wall. Here comes the 68 of Riley. And Colin ended up getting around the 9A of Brad Allman. We're going to have a battle up here before your lead. Slide job from the 68. The 17 is going to do a crossover and work his way down the back straightaway. look for another slide job here soon, as the 68 has a little bit more momentum here, and your quickest lap. See what their last lap times were, as Metzner's hitting a 7:46 and Riley's hitting a 7:74. And that time around, Metzner hit a 6:55 with Riley hitting a 7:33. And these two have kind of settled down just a little bit. Still the 17, the 68, the 09 for your top three. The 09's caught up to these two. We're going to have a side-by-side battle between Brad Allman and Brandon Jones. And Brandon Barnhart going to be right there as well. That's going to be rounding out your top five. Sorry, your top six. As Barnhart's trying to get that bottom side going, Brad's going to go up there to the top. And Barnhart threw a slide job on Brandon Jones, but Brandon Jones ended up crossing him over there as they worked their way through 3 and 4. They're going to be side by side trying to get in that top 5 position. And Barnhart's going to hit the outside wall just a little bit, and Lane and Riley, they're going to be running for position number 2. And 09 of Colin slid up there in front of the 68, made contact there, but moved up into the second position. Here comes the 68 back on the prowl. The 0, and we have a yellow flag coming out. And it's going to be Cody Martin. It said it was on Cody Martin, but looking at it, there was with him spinning out right there. We're going to go take another look at it a little bit closer. As he works his way through 3 and 4 there. And going into turn 1, kind of make contact with the 14 and looped her around the 27 and the 357, dodged him. The 83, the 57 made contact. It looks like 57 might have broke his left front there, but the rest of the field ended up making their way around. And again, we're going to have a single file restart with 32 laps in the books. Zachary Metzner in that 17 machine, he's led it since the drop of the green. The 09 of Collins is going to be sitting second. The 68 of Riley in third. Brad Allman in the 9 is going to be fourth. And running at your top 5 is going to be Barnhart in the 56 machine. They just received the rolled up green flag. We're going to go back underway next time around. And going green here as Zachary's going to go up there on the top side of 3. He's going to hit that loud pedal and cut down in 4 and get us underway here once again as he's running right underneath the slick there in 1 and 2. And Colin's going to run the outside once again. Barnhart's looking down low. He's trying to make that pass on Brad Allman, and I believe he did already. And now it's going to be with the 68. He's trying to make that pass and get to the third. He's going to slide up and slide Riley there. Riley's going to look to a crossover. As they work their way down the back straightaway, we're going to be side by side. And we have a battle for third on your screen between the 101 and the 68 as they work their way through 3 and 4. We're going to go up there to the front as we're going to have a battle for the lead between the 09 and the 17 and the 09 of Colin's going to throw a slide job, and Zachary's going to do a crossover there in 1 and 2. As they work their way into turn 3, Zachary's going to throw a slide job here. Here comes 09 of Colin. He's going to throw a crossover back at him. As they work their way down the front straightaway, the 09 of Colin is going to take the lead at the line. Now we're going to have a slide job there in 1 and 2. The 17 is going to try to cross him over, but the 9 had a little bit of momentum. As working through 3 and 4, staying on the top side, keeping that momentum. The 68 of Riley is going to throw a slide job on Barnhart, is what I see back there. And we're going to have another caution. And it's going to be Brody Ulick. And sorry if I mispronounced names or anything. And it's I'm going to have to open up my parameters here on viewing because I have it set to, I think, 20 drivers. And going and looking at it, we have 5 drivers out of this race, so we have 22 on the field now. And we do have a new leader here in the 09. That's going to be Colin. Zachary Messner is going to be in that 17 machine in second. Riley in the 68 is going to be sitting third. The 56 of Brandon Barnhart, he's moved up 10 spots. Brad Allman rounds out your top 5 in that 9A. Brandon Jones in the 015 is going to be 6th. Peyton Burton in the 14 is going to be 7th. In 8th is going to be Jordan Komblitz, Braden Rich, and Josh Smith. As they work their way down the back straightaway, we are going to go back underway here. Again, it's going to be a single file restart as the 0 on the outside as he enters turn number 3. Doing the cut down the line there on the restart and getting us back underway once again as 09 is going to go to the outside here, and 1 and 2 is going to make contact. Also, the 17 and the 68 made contact, and 17 is going to look down low. The 101 of Barnhart is going to go down low, and 3 and 4 try to make the pass on Riley for 3rd as Barnhart's getting that bottom side going. He's secured that 3rd position. Now he's going to stay down low as he's found something down there that no one else has. And Colin is going to stay on the outside lane there, keep his momentum up. And as long as he stays off the wall, we have 10 laps remaining here at the line as Zachary's coming down low in that 17 machine. Now the 09 is going to cut off the turn there in 1 and 2 and work his way down the back straightaway. The 17 and the 56, they're both on the bottom side. Now the 101 or the 56 in Barnhart is going to go to the outside here and try to work his way around Metzner in that 17 machine as Barnhart in that 56 machine goes to the outside. He makes contact with the outside wall. Brad Allman and Riley, they have a battle going on behind these two. That's going to be for position number 4 on your screen. Those for position number 2, that's going to be Barnhart and Metzner as they work their way down the front straightaway. The 56 is still running the bottom side. Metzner's going to go up high, and Barnhart's going to have it for a little bit here coming down the back straightaway. As he goes in turn number 3, he's going to get that bottom side stuck there as they come off 4. The 56 of Barnhart's going to take the lead. The 09 of Collins is going to hit the outside wall going in turn number 1, as this should make it interesting as we have 7 laps remaining here tonight. Barnhart's getting more momentum there on the bottom as they work their way off turn 4. Barnhart's slowly reeling them in as he's moved up 12 positions so far. Colin in that 09 machine has moved up 7 positions, working their way down the back straightaway going in turn number 3. Barnhart's getting more momentum there on the bottom as they come off turn number 4. It's still going to be the 09 of Colin as we have 5 laps remaining in this race. Colin's going to get that outside going. Barnhart's down low. We're going to be side by side as they work their way down the back straightaway. Entering turn number 3. Colin's going to go outside and hit that outside wall. Here comes Barnhart. He's going to slide up. Now the 09 of Colin's going to slide down. We're going to go side by side. Oh, that was a close one right there as they enter turn 1. That's going to leave Colin to go back to the outside. Barnhart's down low. Again, this is your battle for the lead between these two drivers here. As the 56 is going to throw a slide job here in 3 and 4. The 09 of Collins is going to cross them over and maintain the lead. As we have 3 laps remaining here, Barnhart's going to go back down low in 1 and 2. Collins is going to go up high, and they come off turn 2 down the back straightaway. It's going to be Barnhart just by a little bit, and we are going to have a yellow flag, and I believe that's going to be with Johnny Tucker in the 88. That was heating up to be a good finish there. And the 88 of Tucker, his driving is all messed up there. Or his wheels were all messed up there on that one. And that should be the last yellow of the night, as we should have a green-white checker with the 09 of Colin leading the field, the 56 of Barnhart in second, and Colin just blinked out for a little bit. I thought he might have got a packet loss, and Iris made him disconnect, but he is still there. So Colin in the 09 will be in the lead. The 56 of Barnhart's in second. Zachary Metzner in the 17 is in third. Brad Allman in the 9 machine will be fourth. As they work their way around 3 and 4, they are going to be receiving the rolled up green flag one last time here, hopefully. As they work down the back straightaway, entering turn number 3. Colin's waiting for that pace truck to pull off. Pace truck's pulling off. Here comes the 09 of Colin. He's going to get us back underway. He's going to go straight to the top side, immediately entering turn number 1. And the 56 of Barnhart's going to get that bottom side going. Colin's going to be on the outside. Colin has a little bit of momentum here, more momentum as they work down the back straightaway. Entering turn number 3, Barnhart still down low. As he works up to the middle of the track, we are on our last lap as the white flag has been flown to these drivers as they go through turn number 1 and 2. Colin's still on the outside. Brandon's on the bottom as they work down the back straightaway. Colin's going to come down and try to cut off the 101. The 101's going to slide up, and coming off turn 4, receiving the checkered flag is going to be the 09 of Colin, followed by the 56 of Barnhart and the 17 of Zachary. Again, we're going to hear from those top 3 here momentarily. Brad Allman in that 9A is going to finish 4th, and rounding out your top 5 is going to be the 68 of Riley. And give you the rest of the results here. Brandon Jones in the 015 is going to finish 6th. In 7th, we have Peyton Burton, and 8th is Braden Rich, and 9th is going to be Brayton, and 10th and 10th is going to be Josh Smith, and 11th is Tyson Banks. Jameson Colbridge finishes 12th. Dalton Poe Little, and 13th. Colton Snyder, 14th. 15th is going to be Jordan Moore. Scott Colm is going to finish 16th. Jordan Koblentz in 17th, and Joey Neese in 18th. And 19th, we have Zachary. 20th is going to be Cody Martin. Johnny Tucker is going to finish in 21st. 22nd goes to Brody Ulick. Chase Copeland in 23rd. Robert Eversole in 24th. Kevin Coburn, 25th. Mike Manise, 26th. And Tyler Autry rounds out the field. Again, we're going to hear from your top 3 drivers here momentarily. Find my mouse and work my way over there to all. And we're going to hear from Zachary first, as he was in 3rd. And Zachary, do you got a copy?
Yeah, gotcha.
Man, that was a Good race there, good battle throughout the whole field there. You led majority of the laps. What happened there towards the end with the track condition, or was it tire wear that made you end up going to the back?
I think it was tire wear that made me go to the back. I was feeling good, and then just all the cautions just kept kind of getting on my nerves. Like I really wanted to have this happen, and props to Colin. He was just probably a lot better than I was, and he was able to get behind me and realize that there's some switch power. Well, and then Brandon making the bomb work pretty well for me when as I tried it before the crash. So, um, but yeah, it was kind of. I think it was just more tire wear. My tires were complaining, but oh well. It was. I'll still take the top three.
I always take top three with this group of guys here, especially with 27 of y'all out there on the for the race.
Yeah, that was quite the interesting moment to be honest. But it was just a mistake on the transmission part. But at the same time, it's all right.
Yes, sir. And you mentioned earlier about how Barnhart's getting the bottom side going, and you just couldn't get it to work. I noticed that whenever Barnhart made the pass on the bottom, you try to go down there as well. What was the difference like from going from the top to the bottom, especially on the slicker track, so that way the viewers kind of understand?
It's just definitely more throttle control because up top, especially in P2, you can hit the wall, you can tap the wall, you can kind of stay and hit the throttle. But if you go down low, especially in this class of cars where you have to really kind of take control of the throttle, just a little harder to stick down there and go. Especially like with these thinner tires, I mean they're just gonna spin if you just kind of give too much throttle. So um, I haven't really run down there since probably the first 10 laps, so it wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't nice to say the least. But oh well.
And do you have any friends, family, or sponsors that you like to give a shout out to?
Of course, Midwest Sim Sports, which would say Speed Shop, KRE, which is Speedway, Eldora, NW. Um, and yeah, that's about it. And oh yeah, and I guess I'll thank Dennis Fish for putting this event together as well.
Yes, sir. And hopefully we catch you next week at Volusia with a better results of than a third, but still on the podium, at least.
Yeah, yeah. Let's hope. That would be the goal. Volusia's not my favorite track, but for the next round.
Yes, sir.
Thank
All
you,
right.
sir.
Yep. You have a good night. And there you have it, your third place finisher, Zachary Metzner. And we're going to hear from Brandon Barnhart in that 56 machine that finished second tonight. And Brandon, do you got a copy?
Yeah.
Man, that was a good run there for you. You're also the hard charger. Uh, moving up outside, you were the hard charger. There was someone else that moved up 15 spots, but you moved up 12 spots here tonight and got second place. Late in that race, you were the only one that was working that bottom. How were you getting that bottom to work with compared to everyone else running the top side and get that momentum based off of you?
I mean, it's the bottom's there, but a lot of people don't realize that you got to be real easy on the throttle and keep the car hooked to keep your momentum on the bottom. You can still keep good momentum on the bottom, but you can't burn your tires off through the center of the corner. You have to be able to get it straight as you come out of the corner and get a good run coming off. I just wish I didn't start so far back, hurting my tires up, trying to run through the field and get up front. I think I would have had a little more maybe.
And I know that me personally, I didn't want to see that last yellow come out. I figured
No,
that
I did not either. I did not either.
I know that whenever y'all were that yellow came out, y'all were both side by side throwing slide jobs to back and forth to each other. Y'all were putting on one hell of a show.
Yeah, yeah, I think it was going to be a pretty good finish there at the end. That caution didn't come out, but there at Eldora, the caution comes out with two to go. Unless you get a real good restart, like real good, it's hard to get it going within 2 laps, and I'd been running the bottom, and I was just gonna stick to it, no matter if I wanted or finish second.
Yes, sir. And once again, congratulations on your second place finish. Do you have any friends, family, or sponsors that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Thanks to all the guys at Tri City, Fusion Setup Shop, Boring Machine, Brown Spike Designs. I wanted to shout out to Tyson Banks, who told me he was gonna whip me in this race. I didn't even see him there at the end of the race. I don't know, did you?
No, I didn't. I will say that he found that wall coming off turn two, and
Yeah, yeah. He's on my team. I'm his
yes,
team.
yes. Yeah.
And thank you for broadcasting, and Josh for putting these things on. I wish I could run them more, but work schedules, you know, don't allow me to. So I'll run them when I can.
Sir. And hopefully work allows you to join next week at Volusia, and we hear back from you again on the podium here.
Yes, sir.
And you have a good night, man.
You too.
And there you have it, Brandon Barnhart in the second place finish machine, or finish in there in the 56 machine. Now we're going to hear from the 09 of Colin. And Colin, do you got a copy?
What's up,
Man, that was a show there on that last yellow, where you want that yellow or where you want to stay green.
I mean, I was wanting to stay green. I feel like it would have been a way better race if it was starting to get fun, like slider. It was starting to get interesting. So it would have been a better race if that yellow came out and I was threatening it. I would have been out.
And it looked like you were trying to save a little bit of tire, just stay where you were early in the race. And about lap 30 to 35, you kicked it in high gear and got the outside going and moved up 7 spots and take the win tonight.
Yeah. Actually, I like to think y'all like Greg Ritchie tell me I was like going to the top burn. Yeah, going to the top burn and just telling me to stay low, just keep the tires from running and stuff. So I was just once everybody started passing on top, I'm like, all right, I got the win. And I did end up getting in the lane, got a good win, so it was sideways. That's much fun.
And I think we've seen that one where you got into lane, and if I'm not mistaken, you did let off to let him get back straight and take his position back.
Yeah, I did let him take that. I didn't want him to take him out too.
So, so overall, for the track condition tonight, with it being the 27 drivers and here at Eldora for the 50 laps, was it? I know that everyone likes to have a hammer down track with it being tacky and everything, but slicked off. You had the momentum running the outside. What's your preference on the track condition, I should say?
Well, it's fun when it like starts out a little tacky and lane can be a one lane. But whenever it starts to get slicker and everybody just bottoms up in that one wherever it's tacky at and just tries to go, it never really works out. And the track was good here. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, honestly. Starting with this big old field and stuff, so I was just hoping it would be caution after caution, and we did get a little stretch in there for a little bit. Actually, came up a couple spots. This one got to us when I put my wrap in the green window, so I was pretty happy with it.
Yes, sir. And do you have any friends, family, or sponsors that you like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, Normal Racing, Rich Technologies, Dark Light, um, all that, DQ setups. What the others are like about them. Coleman Pony Networks.
Yes, sir. And again, congratulations on the win. As always, you couldn't do it without the family, sponsors, um, and hopefully we catch you next week on the podium after the Volusia race. And
actually are my thing and stuff. So
Volusia's, I will say, Volusia's pretty fun, at least for me. That's one of my favorite tracks on the sim.
yeah.
So, congratulations, man. And again, like I said, hopefully we'll catch you next week.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you have a good one, man. And there you have it, your top 3 finishers for your podium tonight. Again, that's Colin taking the win in that 09 machine. That's going to conclude tonight's event. And reminder that next week on Thursday, if I can find it, October 23rd, we go to Volusia for 50 laps for race number 2 of the Fall Frenzy here with Dirt Series Promotions. And with Right Rear Racing, we will be going live on Monday to conclude out the Front Runners Racing League ARCA Series. Thank you for joining in, and we will catch you next time right here on Right Rear Racing. Good night.
Checkered flag flying, it's the end of the show. From dirt to the blacktop, we let it all go. Burning rubber, slamming gears, making hearts race. If you miss the heat, catch the highlight, press play. Right rear racing, lights out, that's a wrap. From the front straight to the back, we attacked every lap. Don't blink, don't sleep, we'll be back in your feed with the throttle wide open and a need for speed. You saw the drama, the thrill, the slide jobs and spins. Legends born in the booth and on tracks we win. Facebook, YouTube, hit subscribe and stay loud. We ain't slowing down, just saving it for the next round. Broadcast signed off, but the fire still burns. Catch us next time, where the story continues at full send. Joe, right rear racing, we out, hold tight, see you next